The Galactic Code of Warfare was considered sacred law, written by the combined wisdom of 847 civilized species over the course of millennia. Every spacefaring civilization had contributed to its careful construction, creating rules that ensured conflicts remained predictable, limited, and civilized, until humanity joined the galactic community. High Admiral Thexera of the Enforcement Division stood before the Emergency Council, her report trembling in her crystalline appendages. Honored representatives, I must inform you that the humans have violated the code in ways we never thought possible. The assembly murmured with confusion. Counselor Vethka leaned forward. Surely you exaggerate, Admiral. The code covers every conceivable scenario. What specific violations are we discussing? All of them, Thexera replied flatly. Every single rule. In one engagement. The murmurs died into stunned silence. Section 1. Military actions shall be conducted exclusively by designated combatants. She read from her report. The humans armed their entire civilian population. Merchants became intelligence operatives. Scientists weaponized their research. Children built surveillance networks using toys. Section 7. Warfare shall not extend beyond military targets. Her voice grew strained. They turned their entertainment industry into psychological warfare, broadcasting programs that made enemy forces question their own cause. Their musicians wrote songs that became battle anthems for oppressed populations across 3 systems. The council exchanged horrified glances as Thexera continued. Section 15. Combatants shall identify themselves clearly. She activated a holographic display showing human soldiers. They wore no uniforms, no rank insignia. They dressed as civilians, merchants, diplomats. Some fought in formal wear. Others wore garments covered in colorful cartoon characters. Counselor Raynox sputtered. Impossible! How could they coordinate without proper military hierarchy? That's Section 23. Command structures shall follow established protocols, Thexera said grimly. The humans had no centralized command. Decisions were made by farmers, students, street performers. A 12-year-old child successfully coordinated a fleet action using something called social media. The display shifted to show human tactical formations or lack thereof. Section 31. Military engagements shall occur in designated combat zones. The humans fought everywhere. In marketplaces, schools, hospitals they had converted to command centers. They turned birthday parties into military briefings and religious ceremonies into strategic planning sessions. But surely they respected the prohibition on using civilian infrastructure? Pleaded Counselor Yethmol. Section 42. Civilian infrastructure shall remain neutral, Thexera read. They weaponized everything. Shopping centers became fortresses. Amusement parks became training facilities. They used playground equipment to launch attacks and turned libraries into intelligence headquarters. The horror deepened as she continued through the violations. Section 67. Psychological warfare is limited to approved methods. The humans used humor. They mocked enemy forces so effectively that 3 entire battalions surrendered out of embarrassment. They created jokes that spread like viruses through enemy communications networks. Section 88. Combat shall cease during recognized rest periods. The humans have no rest periods. They fought continuously in shifts around their planet's rotation. When one group slept, another took over. They never stopped. Counselor Vethka's voice was barely a whisper. How did they coordinate such chaos? Section 156. Military communications shall follow encrypted protocols, Thexera answered. They used everything to communicate. Graffiti, dance movements, cooking recipes that contained coded instructions. They embedded battle plans in children's nursery rhymes. The final violation was the most disturbing. Section 203. Victory conditions shall be clearly defined. Thexera's voice cracked. The humans never declared victory. They just won. When asked about their objectives, they said they were winging it and making it up as they went along. She deactivated the display and faced the stunned council. Honorable representatives, the humans didn't break our rules through ignorance or malice. They broke them because their entire species operates outside the framework of civilized warfare. They don't fight wars, they fight for survival, and survival has no rules. The chamber remained silent for long moments before Counselor Vethka spoke. Admiral, what do you recommend? Thexera straightened her uniform. We rewrite the code, all 847 sections, and we ask the humans to help us do it. Why? Because, she said quietly, next time we might be fighting alongside them instead of against them, and I want their chaos on our side.